I messed up bad. I started opening the package that I received recently, and then I realized my camera was not turned on, which is good because now you guys get to see it and we get to discover these fragrances together. So today we'll be looking at a fragrance house called The Clone, and what I have here is 3 fragrances that they sent to me as a PR package. My goal here is to hopefully find one of the fragrances that actually gets really close to the original, because sometimes with clone fragrances, you get lucky and sometimes you don't. Let's find out. The presentation is very simple, but that's not really what's important. What is important is what's inside the box, because at the end of the day, you're actually spraying the juice. So first fragrance that we'll be looking at here is Thunderstorm, inspired by Creed Aventus. And pretty much with these, you unbox one, you unbox them all. This is the 50 ml. They also do have 100 ml. All these fragrances all come in extrait apart from concentrations, so hopefully projects and actually last a very long time. Atomizer check real quick. Whoa, in the air, guys, this is crazy close. One of the main things I've noticed between both of the fragrances is that the Clone number 93 feels a little heavier on the skin, and I understand it's because of the oil concentration in this fragrance compared to Aventus. When you spray Aventus on skin, immediately you get brightness that just lifts from your skin, and it's understandable from the blackcurrant, the pineapple, you get that freshness immediately from Aventus. On the Clone, that's not kind of what you get. You get more of like a sticky, heavy, almost sour kind of feel. The freshness doesn't come up immediately. I would say that's the biggest difference in the opening of both fragrances. In the air, when I sprayed this one, I could not tell. On skin, on the tester strips, it's a whole different story. So I don't know if I'm a fan, but there's hope. So let's keep going. Next up, we're going to try Ultimatum 53, which is supposed to be a clone of Oud Wood. Now, all fairness here, I don't own Oud Wood, but I did spray it last year, and I remember very distinctly it had this creamy, slightly sweet sandalwood, and for me that's one of the things that stuck with me, and it's a fragrance that could definitely last with you a good work day. When I sprayed this one, it reminds me of that fragrance, but still a little bit of a difference here. This one is more intimate, so people are not going to notice you from across the room when you spray this fragrance. And honestly, this fragrance is really close to Oud Wood, but it's just missing a lot of that intensity. It also has like a little floral undertone to it. Is it a great alternative? Absolutely. How close does it get in terms of percentage? I would say about a good 80-85% close to Tom Ford's Oud Wood. Still good, but not a direct replacement for Oud Wood. If you have Oud Wood, still keep your bottle. Don't replace it with this just yet. But this smells a lot closer to Oud Wood than this smells to Aventus. And finally, we have number 43, a clone of Dior Sauvage. The Dior Sauvage DNA was probably one of my favorite DNAs when I started collecting fragrances. And the very first one I got was the EDP, which I did have the larger size bottle. So it's a DNA that I kind of understand pretty well. In the air, it doesn't really remind me of Dior Sauvage. I don't know what Dior did, but they kind of like almost fused the citruses to that metallic smell. So if you're getting the fresh parts of the fragrance, you're also getting that metallic part. The other fragrance that I would say in the designer realm gets really close to this is Prada Carbon. With this, I don't really get that same type of metallic scent profile. It smells more unisex. After trying all 3 of these fragrances, there is one that gets really close to the original. And for me, that fragrance is number 53, Ultimatum. This one to me kind of captures that soul and that DNA of Tom Ford's Oud Wood. It's not meant to be a direct one-to-one clone, but it's meant to be an affordable version of that fragrance. And if you want to try this fragrance for yourself, I'll leave a discount code in the description. They have a bunch of other fragrances that you guys can look up as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and until next time, my fellow novelists, fragrance is beautiful stuff. Peace.